April 6, 1893, New Orleans. The air was thick, humidity hung heavy, a taste on the tongue. The city was buzzing. Tonight was fight night. The Olympic Club was the place to be. A grand old building, it had seen its share of battles. But nothing like this. Tonight, history was going to be made. 2 fighters, 1 ring, no time limit. This was bare-knuckle boxing, brutal and unforgiving. And the crowd, they were ready for a show. Andy Bowen. The Iron Man, they called him. A tough Irishman with a granite chin and a heart even bigger. He was known for his stamina, his ability to take a punch. Across the ring stood Jack Burke, the Irish lad with a left hook that could knock down a building. He was younger, faster, hungrier. Both men, warriors in their own right. Tonight, they were stepping into the ring with something to prove, to themselves, to each other, to the world. This wasn't just about the money, this was about legacy, this was about leaving it all in the ring. The bell rang, the crowd roared, the fight began. Jabs were thrown, punches landed, the sound of leather on flesh echoed through the arena. Round after round, they battled, neither man willing to give an inch. The pace was relentless, brutal. The crowd on the edge of their seats watched in awe and horror. This wasn't a boxing match anymore. This was a test of human will. Hours passed, the night wore on. The fighters, battered and bruised, refused to quit. Sweat poured down their faces, mixing with blood. Their bodies screamed for rest, but their minds, their hearts, they kept pushing. Every punch thrown was a victory. Every punch taken a badge of honor. This was madness. This was beautiful. The crowd, initially boisterous and excited, grew quieter, the gravity of the fight sinking in. This was no longer entertainment. This was a spectacle of human endurance. Whispers turned to murmurs, murmurs to gasps. The crowd, captivated by the sheer grit of these two men, found themselves cheering for both fighters. They weren't fighting each other anymore. They were fighting fatigue, fighting pain, fighting the limits of human endurance itself. Round 108. The referee, his face etched with concern, had seen enough. Both fighters, barely able to stand, were shadows of their former selves. The fight was called a draw, an anticlimactic ending to the most extraordinary fight the world had ever seen. 7 hours, 110 rounds. Neither man could claim victory, but neither man had lost. They had pushed each other and themselves to the very edge of human capability. The aftermath was bittersweet. Both men, hailed as heroes, suffered for their bravery. Burke's career never recovered. His hands, mangled and broken, a constant reminder of the toll of that night. Bowen, though victorious in his next few fights, tragically died in the ring just 3 years later. The damage from that fateful night in New Orleans, lingering, unforgiving. And what of the Olympic Club, the venue that hosted this epic battle? It burned down a few years later. Some say it was the ghosts of that night, the echoes of every punch, every grunt, every drop of sweat that finally brought the grand old building down. Or maybe it was just time. The Olympic Club, like the fighters it hosted, had reached its limit. Bowen versus Burke. A fight that transcended sport, a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure, to overcome. It was a fight that asked the question, how much can we take? And the answer, as those two warriors proved, was more than we could ever imagine.